What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Crypto Gangs. It's your boy D-Rec coming at you with a quick video. Today's video, I just want to kind of talk about community gardens. There's one here in my little town. I believe it has some kind of a connection to a church or some kind of Christian outreach type of program. But regardless of that, you know, not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's what it is. So, but I think community gardens are an awesome concept. But I also believe that community gardens are not perfect either. I mean, when I say not perfect, I mean being the mission that, you know, most community gardens have. Their mission is to feed the needy and different things like that. I still don't think that they're perfect, and the reason being is a few reasons actually. One of them being that I don't think enough people engage with them, and I don't know if that's through not, you know, they're not advertising the community gardens or they're not promoting them. But I think the biggest problem is they're not educating the community that they're in about what they're here to do, what their mission is, and why they need the community to be involved and different things like that. When I think of a community garden, me personally, I don't think of it as a place where people who need food can go. I look at a community garden as an education, a place to get education, a place to get good, healthy, nutrient-dense food. And I look at it as an, you know, not necessarily needing monetary value. In other words, like if you were to go there and get food, that there wouldn't be a monetary price on it. So it's not like going to a store, but what the price would be your participation one way or another, whether it's through helping educate, through helping tend the garden, watering, weeding, whatever it is that you can contribute, then your reward would be, you know, that nutrient dense food. Now I know that idea, that way of thinking is flawed as well, because you know, not everyone can contribute. But I think that in that situation, like say someone who's dying on their deathbed, or someone who's severely ill, obviously they can't contribute. But at the same token, I would the ones that do contribute would be, you know what I'm trying to say? It's kind of hard to explain. But I think the way that community gardens are run now, it's kind of it's not a growing thing, and it's not. Number one, you're claiming that you're competing against the government. If people can receive food for free via the government, whether it be food stamps, welfare, or whatever type of aid that they need, then they're not going to come to a community garden. A person that's going to go to a community garden who isn't educated but only knows that there's a community garden is someone who is in dire need, someone who is, you know, they don't have no other options minus stealing. So you're not going to get a huge amount of participation. But I think if you educated the community around you into what your garden is set out to do, on top of that, explain to them how much more nutrient dense your food is that you're growing, and list the reasons why, then I think you would begin to draw more of an attention to it. And I think also putting money in advertisement. You have to advertise what you're doing. And so, you know, I like the idea of a community garden. In fact, I have a vision of one day running a community garden, not for profit, you know. I mean, 1 second, going through the car wash. All right, I had to restart that. Sorry about that. But yeah, man, a community garden, like I was saying, is something that is in competition with the government. Is not a lot people that run community gardens don't have a lot of money. They don't have a lot of donators, so they don't have the funds that they need to advertise and to educate the community around them. And I think that's the problem. I think if you're going to start a community garden, I think you need to set aside some money to advertise, whether it be through TV, newspaper, internet, or whatever. And you can advertise free. Just get a Facebook account, but you need to promote that Facebook account, you know what I mean, to your surrounding area. And then once people are educated and they understand the value in the food that you are giving them, that you're offering them, the opportunity to grow that food, you know, because some people use a community garden for different reasons. They don't have enough property to grow food. They don't, you know, they don't have access to good food or whatever. They just need food. They're hungry or they're poor or whatever. But I think once the education begins and the advertisement begins, and I think a community garden can grow. It can be big, it can be successful, and then you would draw in people who want to donate to your cause, people who understand the need for a community garden in their community and how beneficial it would be to their community, not only to the elderly, normal men and women, and also the children, because you can educate people and you can give them food that they can't access at Walmart or the other big box stores, because you know, that food has to be shipped in. It degrades through travel, and not only that, the cost that it takes, and not only that, the satisfaction of growing something yourself with your own hands and watching it grow and caring for it, and then at the end of the day reap that reward is an awesome feeling, and not many people get to experience that. And so I think the community garden idea is a wonderful idea. Just think it's flawed. I think that there's things that can be tweaked. I think there's things that can make them better. I think even the idea of thinking that it's only for the poor is a silly idea, and I think that that's the way most people view them, so most people won't participate, because no one wants to see themselves as poor. No one wants to do that. No one, you know, just look at food stamps, for example. Most people who need food stamps are ashamed to talk about it. Not a lot. I know some people on social media blasting their business, but to the normal man and woman, that's a shameful thing, because it makes you feel inadequate, like you're not capable of providing the bare necessities for yourself. And I think that having that idea that it's for the poor is a stigma that most people don't want to be a part of. So if you can just transform that, educate the people about it, and let them understand that this is for everyone, this is for the benefit of the community, not just for the poor, but the poor can participate as well, and the sick can participate as well, and the elderly can participate as well and receive those rewards as well. You will get donations, you will get the community involvement, you will get your local politicians involved, and then I think it could be a wonderful thing. I'm sorry I had to cut it. You know, I was rambling and the video stopped and all that stuff. So anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe. I come up with all kind of random content, mainly crypto. If you haven't watched my How to Monetize Your YouTube channel with 0 subscribers and 0 views, then go back in my video list and check those videos out. There's a part 4 coming up real soon. So get subscribed, click the bell for notifications, because you don't want to miss out on those videos, and you don't want to miss out on all the random stuff that I put out as well. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hey, leave me comments and ideas in the comment section, and until next time, peace, dog.